What's up, YouTube? DJ K coming with a quick video. Just want to give my thoughts on and my first impressions on the Akai Mpc Element. As you all know, it only has one track, so you can only do one track. And in that track, you have multiple groups. You have A through H, so you can add different sounds and things like that from A through H. But only way you can get multiple tracks with this software is you have to create an instance of a track. But that'll have to be done in your digital audio workstation, in your DAW. Because that's the only way, that's just how they got it set up. I don't know why they just didn't add, like, give you options to have, like, maybe 6 tracks to 10 tracks or something like that. But I can show you right now, you only get one track with this software. That's it. One track. So if you want to make a, let's say I'm going to go to like one of my, try to find some of my drum sounds on my hard drive. It will load up Akai Mpc Renaissance and MPC Studio sessions, but it'll only load up one track from your session. So let's say I want to load, I don't know, this beat right here. This track right here. It'll give you options. Caution, you have an auto-save version of this project. You may have closed MPC without saving the project. Do you want to merge the auto-save changes now? Ignore them this time or delete them. I'm going to go ahead and say ignore, and just, it's going to load up only one track from this beat. And that's it. Because that's how the software is created. It's created to just load one track, which is pretty dumb. But, you know, that's just my, you know, I just think it's stupid. Akai, you're dumb, okay? Why would y'all do that, you know? But it's cool if you want to just, you know, use this like to sample some samples. And then, see, look, as you can see here, it is sequence 1, track 1. If I scroll down, it's saying I got track 2. It's only basically, this is what it's doing. I only had 4 tracks on my MPC Studio. So it's giving me an option to select from these 4 tracks. So I can select track 1, which is some kind of the sample part where the artist would rap on. Then I had a chorus part right here. Then I had a breakdown. I can't remember what was on 4. But I think the breakdown, I'm not sure. Let's just load up. Oh, it was drums. I think it was sample, drums. I don't know what these other 2 were. But let's just load up the sample. Let's go to track 2. I don't know what track 2 is, though. Let's see. That's all it's going to do is one track out of the session. And that's it. It's going to do sequence 2. So I see what it's doing. Track 2. Sequence 3. We'll just do track 3 on that. So now I got my sequences. And all you're hearing drum lab from Native Instruments, but not the sample. Kind of weird that it even did that, because I didn't even scan for plugins to even add these plugins on this software. Okay, and let's go to like sequence 2, see what it loaded up on there. Sequence 2, let's see what that is. It's like probably drums too. Oh, it's a breakdown. It's the second sequence drums. That's what it is. And it's a sequence 3 coming up, which is nothing. There's nothing on that sequence. We can go back to sequence 1 real quick here. But that's all you get. So the only way you can use this software probably and have multiple tracks with it is in your digital audio workstation, because what you'll do is you'll create an instance of that track of that track in that you created or whatever on MPC Element, and that's what you got to do all the way down your Pro Tools or whatever. You're gonna have multiple instances of the MPC Essential software, because they only have one track on here, as you can see, which is retarded. But you get all the features of the Akai Mpc Renaissance and Studio, as far as the sampling, That's one of my samples. I don't even know how you really go through. You can't really go through the samples on here. I don't know how you do that. I guess you have to select them. Another thing, if you sample with this thing, it'll be kind of hard to use because you will have to use your trackpad or your mouse to adjust the endpoints of the sample. As you can see, I'm doing it right now. You will have to use your mouse to do it, unless you got a controller that has controls to control these parameters. Because there are no Q-Link controls on this unit. So all you're getting is pads, which they feel just like MPC pads to me. They respond pretty well. You got a full level button, and then you got a 16 level button. And then you got an undo and an erase and a note repeat. So if I was in a sequence, like if I go to here and let me see. Let me go to like I don't know. Let me try to find something so it'll play out. Let me see. I need to go to like Pad Bank 3, I think. And I think the reason Akai made the software like this so that people would buy the MPC Studio and the MPC Renaissance. Because if they would have made this software where you get the same amount of tracks as you do on a Akai MPC or the Studio, Akai MPC Renaissance or the Studio, then you wouldn't buy it. You wouldn't buy the MPC Renaissance or the Studio. You would just get this thing and call it a day. Now this thing is compatible with the Akai MPC Renaissance and Studio software. I'm not sure if the MPC Studio and the MPC Renaissance will work with this software, but we can test it out right now. I'll go get it, so I'll be right back, y'all. I'm going to go get the MPC Studio real quick. And we'll plug it up and we'll see if it'll actually work with the MPC Essential software. Alright, I got the MPC Studio right here. I'll plug it on up. Actually, I got to change the cable. The cable is different for this drum machine. I gotta go get a USB cable because see, as you this is the end piece for the MPC Essential. MPC Element is different from the other units. They don't have a regular USB port on. And of course, this software does work standalone. All right, we running the MPC Essential software on the MPC Studio right now. And it's showing up right here on the screen. It's saying MPC Essentials. Let me see if it's going to give me more tracks, which I don't think it will. It don't even got the option to give you more tracks on here from what I'm looking at. You know how on the MPC Renaissance and MPC Studio software, you will see tracks right here. But on here, there are no tracks whatsoever. All it's showing is the plug-in information, the channel, and just the plug-in type right there, the velocity. That's about all you getting. Other than that, you're not getting pretty much no tracks. So you're not getting any tracks with it. It's pretty gay, you know. It's a homosexual situation right here with this. You know, it's gay, man. It's hella gay to me, man, you know, but because you can't really do nothing with one track, man. I'm sorry. What are you going to do with one track? So if you ask me, should you guys buy it? If you are a producer and you're trying to produce music, I would say no, don't buy this, you know, because it only got one track unless you're going to be using it in your digital audio workstation and use it as a plug-in and create multiple instances. That's the only way you can use this to get multiple tracks. is you're going to have multiple instances of this software. So basically, this software is going to be running on each track of your digital audio workstation if you want to use it like that as a plugin. That's the only way you'll be able to get multiple tracks out of the MPC Essential software from what I can tell, unless they update it later on down the road and give you more tracks, which they may do that. They should do that. Yeah, but the unit is only $149, so they dumbed it down big time by not giving you tracks, only giving you one track, which is pretty stupid. But Akai, Dan, Gil, what the hell y'all doing over there, man? Y'all are effing up the situation here for all producers all over the world, okay? Now you can use it to, like, let's say make some drum beats and some. You can have multiple sequences because you do get 128 sequences with this thing, so you can have multiple different drum patterns. You know, like going to different sequences, you can have different drums playing. That's about all you can do. But let's say you want to add a sample to that drum, you will have to put your sample on another bank. But from what I experienced with this thing so far is when you use other pad banks, it kind of cuts out the sound. I don't know why, but it does that. Like, let's say you got your drums on pad A, you put your sample on pad B, and it's going to be cutting it out while the drum is playing. It's just retarded to me. It don't work like it should to me, but it is what it is, man. But you can't really do much with it. That's all you can really do, what you hear right now. Okay, I'm done. I can't make no beat. That's it, man. That's all I can do with it is make a drum track. That's it. Okay, that's it. My thoughts on it. Y'all saw it here first. There's no editing in this video or nothing. But I don't think it's a good software for that. For the fact that it only give you one track, unless you use it as a plugin in your digital audio workstation and create multiple instances of that plugin of the MPC Essential software in your digital audio workstation. That's the only way that you're gonna get multiple tracks out of this software. Yes, you can sample with it. Yes, you can sequence with it. Yes, you can make drum patterns with it. You can sample. You can edit your samples or whatever too. But the thing is, you only get one track, so that sucks ass. See you on the next video. Drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Catch y'all on the next video. DJ Kez out.